Okay, we're on a little trip, me, my sister-in-law. Unfortunately, I can't bring my sister on any more trips. Tell y'all about that. I probably already have told you about that, but anyway. But we just thought we'd come for a day and a night and do a little visiting. We're back on the Natchez. It's a pretty good place to go. But we're fixing to go into the visitor center. And that's where we are. There you go, Diggers. She's over sneezing. I put her under the allergy tree. Let me see. I'm going to pull in here and read this. If you want to read it, you can stop it and read it.
Honestly, I think you're going backwards because you're
I probably am. I'm usually backwards, Vicky. Shelter from weather and war. What is that shelter about right there?
Nature and culture.
I guess it's talking about their village. Yeah. Shows the fort and summer home, winter home. Oh, here's a thing right here. You click it and it, yes. Because the winter house sat here. Okay. Winter house sat here. That's neat. And it's not very big. How many stayed in the winter house, I wonder? And then you got... Sorry, I forget I'm filming and then I get to moving too fast. This, I do not know what this is. I will see in a second. It says fort. Okay, the fort stood here. So that must be the summer house over there. It's sprinkling, so I'm not going to... I don't think that sidewalk goes on. It might. Yeah, I think it does. But I'm afraid it will get wet. We're just going to say that's the summer house and be done with it. By looking at this picture, I think the way that it is that's the winter home because it shows the winter home. One shows the little thing right here. It shows one right here, but there's not two right here, so that has to be the one on this end. And then out there is two, winter and summer. I'm supposing. So, but I think the one on the left was circular, and the one on the right is a square. So. They're looking at it. We're looking at it from standing here.
Yeah, actually.
And this is looking at it. Yeah, we're looking at it from standing here, and in other words, we're like this man standing right here, for example, and that's the way we're looking at this. Where this thing here shows it looking from this direction back that way, so it's kind of backwards. Called the Black Belt. Ages ago. It was under an arm of the ocean. Shells and, hey, what did I just say about that creek?
Yes.
They were deposited from the limestone. Okay, so this area has a lot of limestone. Okay, that's cool. And they call it Black Belt because all that water and stuff that sat on it for so long made it very rich and made the soil black. Very heavy and fertile. You know, that's kind of what happened in Israel, in the Hula Valley.
Yeah.
They had a swamp for years and years, and I saw that swamp back there.
Yeah.
And they had limestone rocks that had blocked the flow of the water, which was actually coming from the Golan, which was the Jordan River, became the Jordan River, or what was the Jordan River. And when they, back in, before... It might have been in 1948. I can't remember what year it was. I don't know if it was before Israel became a nation or after. But anyway, they blew that limestone rock out and cleaned that swamp out. And a lot of the people that were working there before that got malaria and yellow fever and stuff like that. And now it's a nature preserve for birds. And of course, you know, I thought this is, when I found this out the first time, I thought this was very interesting that Israel is an area where all of the birds fly across in the fall. The pilots have a lot of problem with the birds. to me, that was very biblical because, at the end of time, it says that the birds will come eat the flesh of those who die.
Right.
That the blood will flow to the horse's bridle for 200 miles.
Yes.
Which is approximately 200 miles from the Red Sea to the Sea, I think it's Sea of Galilee, or it might be the Dead Sea, one of them. And anyway, or it might be to the Valley of Megiddo, and that might be where it's at. Yeah, I think it is. And I thought that it was very interesting that that's the flight path of the birds that come over Europe and the Middle East and stuff every year in the spring and the fall. And that's why they have that nature preserve there for the birds and stuff in the Hula Valley. And so, I thought, wow, the first time I heard that, I was literally, my mind was boggled. I'm like, well, God knew that. He created the world. He should know that.
Right.
So when the birds come to eat the flesh of those that fought in Armageddon, they'll already be there.
Well, aren't the Israelites preparing for the Battle of Armageddon anyway? Do they believe in it?
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what they believe as far as the end goes. I'm going to roll this window up because I'm getting wet.
Okay.
It's sprinkling on me, but
Yes, it is still wet.
yeah, I'm not really sure what the Jewish people believe. Now, I know Messianic Christians and stuff, they believe because they believe in the New Testament, but I'm not really sure what the Jewish people believe in the Judaism and stuff, so. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I just thought I'd share that with you and with whoever's listening.
Yeah, kind of history repeating itself.
Yeah. Let's do this in a hurry because it is really raining. This is the Chickasaw. This is the area where the Chickasaw Council House was. Some picnic tables out there, and I'm getting wet in here. There's a sign. Ooh, you can pull up to that one.
That's where they used to meet to get money for the lands that they had sold to the federal government.
Okay, it says rather than submit. That's what that says, rather than submit.
I like this in part. Going back a little bit more.
Okay, this is rather than submit. And it's raining so hard. Now, what was that they call the Chickasaw Council House?
Chickasaw Council House, because that is where they collected the money from the federal government for the lands that they had sold. And I said it should have been called the bank house because they were collecting money.
Yeah, they were
rather than the council house.
That's funny. I guess so, but they probably didn't have anything called the bank back then.
No, I'm sure the Indians did because they really, until the white man came, I don't guess they really had money.
Probably not. No, I don't think Native Americans had anything called a bank.
No, I don't think so.
We really don't know. There's not a historical account of that, so it's hard to know, isn't it?
We'll have to Google it.
Yeah, we'll have to Google it. Google everything,
Yes.
Y'all find everything with Google.
Find everything in Google.
Except for what you want to find.
Exactly. Like I read,
You read what?
I read in the visitor center that Tupelo was Akia or Akia, something like that, A-K-I-A or A-C-K-I-A. I couldn't find it on Google.
Oh, yeah, well, you can't find everything on Google.
I found it at the visitor center.
Don't keep us from trying to Google it, though.
That's right, exactly. Historic site, 1/2
mile to another site. We'll get it, but it's going to be in the pouring rain.
Now, we might get it in a canoe.
Yeah, might do it. Well, we'll do it Indian style.
Exactly, that's right. Native American.
Just stick with the culture.
That's right.
Okay, this is going to be done in a hurry because I get wet every time I open this window. The takshish, I guess that's the way you pronounce it, is the name for a Chickasaw word meaning tree root. They must have had a lot of tree roots.
Yeah, they had a lot of trees.
Sorry, y'all, but I have to do what I have to do. I'm so wet. I need a towel over here. I'm be floating in the canoe in a minute, or in the car or something.
Yes. I was saying is early history used to teach that they were looking for a route to the West Indies, gold, to bring Christianity to the to the Indians.
Right.
That's one of the things.
Not all of them doing the same thing.
Not all of them,
Christians came to missionize. And
right.
The Soto came to find gold.
Yeah, the Soto was not a missionary.
Columbus
he was an explorer.
Came to find
a route to the West Indies and spices.
Yeah.
But there is talk at different times, or anyway, it is recorded in history back when I was in school.
Right.
That were to bring Christianity.
Well, they changed the history books from the time we were in school.
Yes.
So our kids got in school, and I'm sure they've changed them from now our kids to their kids.
Yes.
And they're just dumbing it down to the point that nobody's going to really know true history anymore, because I don't know why they want to I don't know why, who was behind it, this push to get rid of history, the true history.
The true history.
I suppose it has to do with God and Christianity and the Bible and stuff. You know, they want to take it out. But when this, like you said, when this country was first founded, it was about being able to worship, being able to worship in freedom, and being able to tell others about your faith. And you know, people say today, "Oh, you just push Christianity on me." No, we don't. Christians don't even witness anymore. They can't be pushing it on nobody because you've got very few that even go out and witness. So I know they're not pushing it on anybody.
Exactly.
You want to talk about pushing something on somebody? I could go there, but I'm not.
Yes.
I could go there, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it right there. And I just open your eyes, look around, and see what's actually being pushed on somebody. Christians know when they talk to someone who's lost, you cannot make them give their life to God. There's no need of even trying to make them give their life to God. You can tell them about the Lord, but you can't make anybody do anything.
Right.
So, and there's no need of trying to. You tell them, let them make their mind up. It's their choice.
Well, that's what God allows them to do.
Yeah, God does that. God gives you free choice. He gives you the choice to choose whether you want to follow Him or go your own way. You know, He does.
Exactly.
And so that's all we can do. But let me tell you something. The ungodly world, the unrighteous world, they don't do that. They try to push themselves and their beliefs on you whether they want to admit it or not. And that is hypocritical. I don't care what anybody says. It's like we was talking about doctors a while ago. They took a Hippocratic oath, but they're hypocrites because they don't go by the oath they took. They, instead of saving lives, they take lives. Not all of them. I mean, I'm not saying on the whole, but I'm saying you got some who take lives, not save lives. So, and here's the next step.
Here is DeSoto.
So we're going to look at the Hernando. We did stop here before. If I can find out opening. It has slacked up a little, raining a little, so that's good. But my arms are still getting soaked. But if you want to read it, you can, because I'm not going to hold it here long. At least the rain is slacked up. So this was the road they took. Winters were lonely, but spring and summer brought thousands of cane tucks. I saw that in the museum back there, or the center back there. Vicki looked up what the cane tucks were. What were the cane tucks?
Cane tucks were flatbeds. They were used to ship cargo or supplies down the river, down the Ohio River and the Mississippi River, and they were very commonly used on the Natchez Trace trail. I was gonna say the Natchez Trace trail.
And it was a place, an area where people could stop and rest, get food, whatever, you know, supplies, medicine, you know, like it said on the sign. So, all right, that's cool. This Natchez Trace trail is really old. So, and lower down, I don't know if we'll make it there or not. They have what they call the Sunken Trace, the lower Sunken Trace. That's not part of the road itself, but it's like a trail off the road, which is pretty neat. Okay.
All right, I am new at this.
William Cobert's last homicide.
Ooh, yeah, now let's see if I got it, but I don't. But you'll have to.
Yeah, and the mounds are. If you'll pull on up, just pull on up through there. Okay. This is from the end where the bathrooms are, and you can see a sign a little bit in the distance there. I have videoed these before, so this is not the first time I've been here, but this is the first time Vicki's been here. So she was interested, and I said, well, it's not far, we'll go look. And there we are. Yes. Just in case Vicki didn't get it, I'm going to pull in on it.
This one and what they sell on the other side are different.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Okay. All right, this is the smaller mound that I viewed from there, and then you got the larger mound. I'm going to pull in. It tells about them, but I'm not walking out there in the rain for it. I've been out there, so. And Vicki said she wasn't either, so.
I'll go back to the former video and read about it. Somebody would have had a switching by now.
Oh yeah, probably.
You have 7 of them.
Have together? 7 kids? Yeah, oh yeah.
By now, somebody would have.
The only thing is, half of mine was grown when yours was born.
That's true. That's true.
So-
It'd been your grandkids, but now grandkids are different.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know yet. I don't have any.
They are
and your
different.
kids, they are grand, and your
They are.
kids are your kids, but
That's
your
right.
grandkids are grand.
They're grand, and you make your kids mine, you let them get by with murder. That's the way it is.
Yes.
Chickasaw Agency. Vicky said, what was they selling, land or something?
No, really.
1802 to 1825. Oh, this what we might have seen this.
The cane tucks.
It's still about the cane tucks. I don't know if we saw this one or not. I don't think we did. I don't think we stopped at any of them. Coming because we were just going
Well,
to
the
this one.
agency was expected to the cane tucks.
Well, that's what the other one's
Using
saying.
the cane tucks was a journey because they started it like up the Ohio River. And that's those river boats, the flat boats that they hauled supplies and things on, or just cargo, whatever they were moving. But anyway, the agency that says many expected the agency to supply medicine or food or just a good night's rest. So this was kind of, I think.
So the
maybe
agency was the one who did the cane tucks, right?
the agency. Actually
That's what that's saying. Yeah.
expected the agency.
Okay, it's the agency that did that,
I kind of want to think of this maybe as a hotel. Agency.
or like a local grocery.
Right. But it says that the Americans could peacefully travel the road through the Indian lands. Okay.
But it was the
Peaceful travel-
Chickasaw agency. It wasn't the Americans agency.
The United
Yeah.
States agents to the Chickasaws lived from 1802 to 1825 west of here on the old Natchez Trace.
Okay, I'm confused. I'm really not sure. Understanding.
That Americans could peacefully, so we'll say so Americans could peacefully travel the road through
Okay,
Indian
so the
lands.
United States had the agency for the Chickasaw. Okay, I got it now.
And
It
their
took me a
efforts
minute.
to preserve harmony included such thankless tasks as collecting debts, recovering stolen horses, removing trespasses, and capturing fugitives. Winters were lonely, but spring and summer brought thousands of cane tucks on the long journey from Natchez to their Ohio Valley homes. Many expected the agency to supply medicine, food, or just a good night's rest.
Being as I've been here several times and gotten these mounds, I'm not going to get out. There's 2 mounds. There used to be 5 mounds here. They excavated all of them, which is sickening to me. Not that they excavated them, but that they didn't rebuild them when they were done. These 2 were rebuilt. But I've talked about it, so I'm not going to go in detail about it. But we missed our turn, so that's one reason we put it in here. Of course, Vicky's not seen them, so we wanted Vicky to see them, so that's why we put it in here. And now we're going to go back to witch dance. Okay, what was witch dance? Whoa, Haley. Witch dance. The very name conjures visions of eerie midnight, swirling black capes and brooms stacked against a nearby tree. The old folks say the witches once gathered here to dance. Whoop, y'all can't read it like that. Me up in the tree. I was showing you the tree, I guess. And that whatever their feet reached, touched the ground, the grass withered and died, never to grow again. Impossible? Maybe so, but look around. Look for a hidden spot where no grass grows. You find yourself looking even though you know it's bull.
I know, really.
Even though it's bull, they got bathrooms.
Yep, they do.
So I might just let you pull in there.
Okay.
That ain't even happening. Okay, this is the sign for the old trace. This is part of the old Natchez here. As you look down the sunken trench, note the large trees growing on the edge of the 10-foot wide strip. So I'm going over here to the step. I'm going to try to go slow, so. Oh yeah, cool. You can tell it was an old road. That's cool. Yeah, see it through there? And down through there. Let me step, go down the bottom of the step. I'm afraid I'll slide on these steps. They look kind of slippery. Whoops, my camera kind of fell over. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh wow, you can see a good distance down it both ways. Hey, that's really cool. And this part of the old trace here. Wow, you could probably walk down that a good distance. Tree's still dripping, so I don't want to get water in my camera. This is neat, Vicki. Yeah, you can tell it's an old road. Both ways. It goes the distance of both ways along.
So this is okay. As you can see, here is the old trail, and then you look back here, it's wooded all the way around back to the trail, and this is preserved, of course. And here's the stairs coming to the trail, and there is Miss Cherry. So,
we're getting wet.
Yes, we are
not
getting.
Not like earlier.
Not like earlier.
It's just sprinkling the trees now.
Yes, just refreshing.
But it's really nice, even though it's raining. It's so nice and cool, and it's just making it really a lot of fun.
Yes,
so.
not hot and sticky at all, like you have in this usual southern heat.
Yeah, and it's not that humid even though it's raining, because the heat's, I guess it's not that hot, so it's not real. I mean, it's humid, but it's being cooler, you don't notice it as much. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, want me to cut it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Line Creek. I think they're line because I don't see a creek. That's what, is that why it's called Line Creek?
Well,
no, that ain't spelled that way. Well, there must be a creek here somewhere because they got Line Creek, not Lying Creek, Line Creek. They might be lying about the creek, but
Yes, actually, this creek, wherever it is, the missing creek, was like a dividing line to help them recognize.
oh, it says although the stream's course has been changed somewhat by modern drainage canal, it's still called Line Creek. Okay.
Yeah.
Noah Walney's Choctaw wife had a stand where food and shelter were provided for travelers on the Natchez Trace. They left their Z off.
It was on there, but it came off. I can see where the Z
Oh
was.
yeah, I can too. Yeah. I can still see the Z on it, but it doesn't have any color.
It doesn't have any color in it.
Yeah. Okay, so it used to be a creek. It changed its course. Well, foot. I thought I was going to get to see a creek. I was looking forward to it.
Yes.
Forward to it.
But there are rocks back there, and it may be back there somewhere. I'm sure it is back there
Might
somewhere.
be, but I'm not walking through the wet woods to see it.
No. Well, that would make it once
What is this about?
It's about pigeons roosting in these trees.
Nathaniel Folsom of New England and his Choctaw wife. Boy, a lot of these people had Indian wives, didn't they? Had a trading post. When the Reverend Thomas Nixon stopped there in 1815, David's wife prepared suitable nourishment and would have no pay. He was a strong supporter of Christianity and Indian education. And he was elected chief of the Northeast District of the Choctaw Nation. Well, that's interesting.
Okay, so David
Folsom.
Folsom. Okay, there's Sam David.
Okay, this is called Ballard Creek, and it might actually be a creek. It's going downhill anyway. We shall see. Oh, that's the sidewalk.
Well, there's a lot of pine straw.
I'm going to try to walk slow and hope I don't bust my booty on the pine straw. With yellow pants, I sure would hate to fall in them. I think we might actually have a creek here, Vicki. Let's hope so.
Where are the pine trees?
Don't know.
But look at all this pine straw.
There's a trail. Well,
It is a creek.
it is a creek, yep. It's a gully, anyway, it ain't much of one, but it is a creek.
It is deep down there. I would not want to fall.
Oh no, it's a long way down, isn't it?
Yeah, this would turn into a, I guess, a leaf slope.
You know, that's like a little drop-off pond there. Trying to keep them, don't want to mess my shoes up. I sure don't want to get poison oak, poison ivy. Yeah, it's this little bitty creek going through there. But it is a creek.
It is. They need, looks like, some more water, more rain.
I'm going to walk slowly as I can.
There are picnic areas here.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Very shaded.
And very drippy from the rain.
Yes.
I mean, not soak you wet or anything, but I don't.
You could do some phenomenal nature pictures out here.
On a better day, yeah.
Yes, not today.
I'm going to see. This side might be cleaner. I do not know. But we shall see. All I see is a tree.
Oh.
I guess I had to walk over here. Ooh, I just walked through a spider web. I don't like spider webs. I don't like spiders and snakes.
Any spider webs either?
Can't see the creek for the vegetation anymore.
Right now with the rain, this gives you a rainforest feel.
Yeah. I want to try to avoid the poison oak. Poison ivy. It's probably more likely. I am not stepping on it. I'm just going to go right here because I can see the creek good there now. All right. That's much better. So much better. That's a nice little creek right there. Actually.
Yeah, it is.
And it goes through from there and around 3 different ways. It starts there, or not starts there, but it comes from there.
Yeah, this is definitely not flatland. Some of the things that we have seen
some of it's been flat.
flatland.
Right.
This is not flatland.
It's beginning to get hilly. Yep. Ooh, and there's skeeters. We're going now. These Mississippi skeeters will carry you away. Ooh, there's a holding tree. It might have a booger in there. Yeah, these Mississippi skeeters will carry you off. So I'm going to the car before they carry me off. I like Mississippi, but I don't want to live here. Okay, this is another section of the old trace. And we're sitting on part of it. And down through there goes some. Right down through there. My Vicky said it wasn't raining, we'd probably walk down through there. But since it is, this, where we're sitting at, is part of it. Passage of mail from Natchez is as tedious as from Europe when westerly winds prevail. So they brought mail down the Natchez Trace. And they'd use the rivers, like in New Orleans. And it would go, the Mississippi would go from New Orleans to Pittsburgh, well, probably at the Ohio, but you know, Mississippi to the Ohio. So when they did that, the trace wasn't useful as a mail road anymore. Well, that's cool. We are at the high level of 903 feet. It's a little hill. They think it's a mountain. Of course, I wouldn't want to climb it. But you can see the fog in the distance. It is pretty. Looks like smoke, but it's fog. And it's beginning to burn away, beginning to clear up. Maybe a little foggy. Just Busby Parkway. It's pretty though. Somebody's made a trail right down through there. Don't know if the animals or people or not really sure. Vicky.
Here is. Everybody's wondering who Jeff Busby is. Well, you're about to find out.
He was a U.S. congressman. He introduced a bill. Wow, what else did they do? But he had a survey done of this place. Then they had the road built. And so this area is named after him to honor his part in that he played in getting this established. But it's real nice. They got
Picnic areas.
picnic pavilion with picnic tables and stuff up there. It's not too bad. It's a nice area. But this is the highest point in Mississippi. Wow. Not very high, but higher than I'd want to try, higher than I'd want to climb.
Yes.
The Cheehaw's what, 2,500 feet?
I forget how tall Mount Cheehaw is.
I think it's 25 something. which I believe is around half a mile, close to it. That's pretty far down through there. It's pretty though. It's a real pretty area.
Oh, look out there.
I did. That's what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at.
Really pretty.
Yeah, it's nice. It's real nice. It's real nice. It's real nice.
And here's some information on Little Mountain Trail.
Yeah.
And they apparently recognize this is not like the highest mountain in the world.
Yeah.
It's just a state.
Yeah.
That's why they call it Little Mountain. But
Well, this is French Count, but it has a church, a real church. I mean, there's a Masonic lodge. This is actually a little town called French Count. They have a restaurant there. I believe that's a restaurant. And they got all this stuff out here. This little thing here, this fence, this old fence. Not really sure. I'm just gonna drive around and look, I think. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a carriage in there. This is called the carriage house because there's a carriage in there, which makes sense. It's pretty neat. Carriage of Greenwood LaFleur. That is pretty neat. It'd help if I'd zoom out, though. I don't know how well you can see that. Wow, that is neat. Look at the that is cool. Oh wow, look at that step right there on that. I think the doors is so ornate. Wow, that's amazing. That is cool. Good. Oh wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. That is so ornate. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. That's amazing.
I can already tell you we're not going to make it to Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
This is so cool, though.
It is. It is so, you can see it a little bit better back this way, but it's hard to see with this glass here.
Yeah.
You can't really, but that step is ornate. Oh, wow. Hadn't. I am, though.
The way this window is nice.
That is just amazing. Look at that. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, go to that and look through that window. That is really cool.
Yeah, you can see the front of it where it was pulled. That is amazing. Wow. And they would pull it, I guess, in a carriage house. That's when they talk about a carriage house. I guess this is what they're talking about. That is really neat. Really neat. I think that might be. Whoop! Hold on my camera. Okay, that might be bathroom. Oh, there's a grave. Look at the grave site. I mean, 2 or 3 graves. That's all there is. It's 2 or 3 graves.
James Drain Home.
Look at this old. Look at that old barn out there. James Drain Home. Hey, it's a dog trot. Probably the park over there. I don't know.
I missed a turn. That's fine.
That's right. It's got a little dog trot. That is so neat.
There's the pottery studio.
Yeah, pottery. She said she didn't know what time it closed, though. She told me.
Now.
Yeah, she said she didn't know what time it closed.
See, this reminds me of some of the stuff that whenever we went to Fort Toulouse, they had a blacksmith that the kids made some stuff. Did you ever get to go on any of those field trips with your kids? Okay.
She said she didn't know what all was out here, so this is so cool. This is the blacksmith shop.
Yes.
That's cool. Pull up in front of that and I'll get some pictures there. This is so neat. I did blacksmithing. I studied it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I studied it for a while. This is neat. French Camp Academy, blacksmith. Look at all this stuff they got here. This is cool. This is neat. I guess you can see that building there. Those little, there's a wagon and stuff. And then there's, I don't know what that is, but it's a barn. Like a big barn. There's a big old tractor. There's an old tractor. Now look at this wagon. That neato. That's the wagon. That's cool. It's some kind of, it has a belt, so it's some kind of a, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Alumni Museum, pulling up a little. See, yeah, I've got the end of it. You can see this as we move
It's
along.
closed, but you could still probably
You can walk up on the dog track. We went to a place, I can't remember, some over bridge. It's pretty neat.
It is.
We, oh, that's cute. Hang on porch.
Like a
That's neat.
little angel, perhaps.
Yeah, okay, look, I'm gonna twist. I know this is rough, but I can edit. Oh, look at the little church, the little bitty church.
It's like a steeple.
And then there's this house. I don't know what it is.
That is a residence or restaurant or store or something.
I don't know.
That is pretty.
It is pretty. I think it's a
Bed and breakfast.
Oh, that's the bed and breakfast. She said there was a bed and breakfast out here.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. And when we start back, I'm gonna make some pictures. So.
Yeah, we may have to do some advertising for
Oh
them, even though we've
shoot,
not
yeah.
stayed.
Looks like it'd be nice though. $180. Restoration of the Colonel's. So husband. Okay. This is so neat. Wow, this was a nice house. Now I'm gonna walk through the dog trot to the back. Well, man. That's cool. You see those buildings out there? This is like, now this is like houses. Oh, it's got stairs. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, look at that. That's neat. That's amazing. This is like houses when we were kids that we go to people's house. I knew a couple. Oh, they got a little closet there. That's cool. But I knew a couple. Look at this. Amazing. Wow. Well, that was probably the kitchen to the left because this is the dining room. Man. Hey, this is the French Camp sign where we just came from.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat. LaFleur married a Choctaw
woman.
Does it tell his son's name?
Is Greenwood LaFleur.
Greenwood.
Yeah.
He became a Choctaw chief. And he also became a state senator.
Yes.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that there's, I don't know, you just wonder, or you feel that with the Indians and the marrying the English people, apparently, or the French people, because LaFleur is actually a French name,
right.
It benefited the Indians as well as the French people.
Yeah, seems to have.
Seems to have. That's what the.
You can see that pretty good.
Yeah.
Want to read it? You can stop it and read it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Bethel Mission.
Yes.
And of course, in Hebrew, Bethel means house of God.
Oh, that's what it says. Bethel meaning. Yeah, go ahead.
I saw that, but I was just saying in Hebrew, it's Bethel means house of God. And this was just another place that they did mission work to. But this is to the Choctaw, where the other was to the Chickasaw. Yeah, so at least they were carrying the gospel.
Yeah,
I
the
think
missionaries.
we need to copy them a little bit nowadays. We don't.
Okay.
Okay, this is Cold Creek. It has a swamp. Hardwood forest, it says. You can come down here. I don't like spiders and snakes, but I don't like alligators either. So let's hope I don't encounter any of them. So, well, it's got a nice trail out through there. But it's a swamp for sure. I don't like spiders and snakes, and I don't like alligators neither. But I think I can see it enough here without going any further. Yep. A lot of cypress. Is that cypress, or is that just, it's growing like cypress? Oh yeah, we said it was cypress swamp, didn't we? Of course. Duh, Terry. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Cypress. I don't know why it always makes me think when I see it of I said I don't know why, but when I see cypress, it makes me think of an animal with big paws.
Yeah.
And has the legs of them. It's kind of weird, I know. I am weird though. I don't really care though.
That would be an interesting walk.
Oh, sure it will. I'm not sure it's one I want to take though. Because just by looking at it, all I can think of is alligators.
I'm gonna get out and go look for it. Well, there's something down there.
I might go because this is probably going to be the last one we do anyway. I don't see a creek. It might have had some at one point or other, or it might be on down there, but I'm not walking it to find out. So